This is the exact strategy that I use to drop ship products from Amazon directly onto TikTok Shop, and how I get past the tracking issues that most e-commerce drop shippers deal with when they sell here. Now, first, it's important to understand that if you want to drop ship directly to customers using TikTok Shop, you need to change your shipping settings in the back end of your shop. Now, to do this, you simply go to the Orders tab on the left when you're in the back end of your shop in your shop dashboard on a computer. Then once you click that tab, you'll see the shipping options. Click that and it will take you to the page where you can select the option to then use seller shipping instead of the normal TikTok shipping labels. If you don't switch and continue to use the TikTok shipping, then your customer addresses will be blurred out when you get orders, so you won't know where to ship them from and you can't drop ship. Now, I made this mistake myself in the beginning, and that's how I found out. Now, assuming that you've switched it to seller shipping, you can now drop ship directly to your customers using TikTok Shop. You don't need to hold any inventory yourself because you can now see the addresses on the order to send to specific locations, and you can also then input tracking numbers directly from your supplier into your corresponding TikTok Shop orders. It's also important to understand TikTok's rules so you can do this properly without getting in trouble. Now, on TikTok Shop, you need to ship the product out in 2 days now, and your products need to be delivered in under 11 days. So if your supplier is unable to hit this deadline every single time, then that is okay. They will typically let you slide a bit here and there, but it will hurt your metrics slightly. Although, if you miss it too many times, your shop could be closed, so definitely don't abuse it. Now, assuming that you've already changed your shipping, you also need to change your shipping template to economy shipping so that you can deliver to the customer in 11 days. So just go to that same orders tab on the left in the back end of your TikTok Shop, then click shipping templates this time, and right under that, you want to select your shipping template. You can now select whether you want to charge for shipping or not, and choose what shipping options your customer will have when they check out on your shop. Here is where you want to choose that economy shipping. That's going to buy you the most potential time that you're allowed on TikTok Shop to get your products delivered to the customer. And obviously, if your products are delivered way ahead of that, and they will be in most cases because we're using Amazon, it's totally fine. Your customer's going to be happy. They'll also receive the tracking number that you put into the order as well, so they'll know the estimated delivery time and date. But allowing yourself that 11-day window is going to help in case your supplier, for whatever reason, is a little bit slow or your shipment is delayed, so always pick that to be safe. Because the longest amount of time that you can have to deliver your packages on TikTok Shop is that 11 days like we just covered, I do not recommend drop shipping from any overseas supplier like AliExpress, for example. Now, if you're using AliExpress or CJ Drop Shipping or ZenDrop with US warehouses solely and the shipping time fits those specific parameters, then it's fine. But if you're using overseas suppliers, it will result in annoyed customers, canceled orders, and inevitably your shop is going to get suspended when your products aren't delivered fast enough or your tracking numbers can't be verified that they're delivered properly within the correct time frame. But none of this is a problem for me and you if you're watching this, because I drop ship from Amazon onto TikTok Shop when I'm testing products in the beginning to prove the concept. When I initially launch a product, before I even know if it'll sell or not for me, I test with Amazon products and Amazon listings because there are millions of products on Amazon with high quality product pictures and good descriptions already that I can then use to create my own. Plus, most higher rated products on Amazon have at least a few review videos already, which means I can test products super fast without needing to spend any money or my own time or effort creating the content and recording it myself. Many listings even have dozens or more product reviews on them, which is great because you can then use a software like Creatify AI to create tons of high quality product videos very quickly. And that means that you can test dozens of products in the same amount of time that it would normally take other sellers to test one, which is a massive advantage. Because regardless if you're using product research software or not, you still have to actually test products with each video to see if they're actually going to sell for you. But with Creatify AI, you'll be able to get through all the products that don't work so much faster, so you can find the one or two that can take your TikTok shop sales through the roof. And the last thing that you want to do when you're trying to prove the concept of the product or launch any business in the beginning is to spend a bunch of time or effort that you don't need to just to see if it's going to work or not. Ideally, with this especially, you want to test with the minimum viable product approach so you can prove the concept with the least time, effort, and money spent on your part. And I've been using this software for a while now to create high quality videos in seconds, so I can do just that. You can make dozens of videos super fast, then upload them to TikTok Shop just using this software the same exact day that you pick or find the product without even needing the product on hand to make the video for you. It's going to use a combination of pictures and those videos on the listing, like the review videos we just covered, to make the video for you. Or you can also upload your own video and put the best parts of them as B-roll automatically with the software. It's then going to overlay that on top of your new script and your new voiceover, automatically making you a brand new high quality video that showcases the product in seconds. And I've done so many tutorials showcasing the power of this software, and I still use it to test products in the beginning when I'm trying to find out if I should then invest more time and effort into them or not. So if you want to try Creatify AI, you can do so for free through the first link in the description. I'll also link some of my full tutorials that I've done on it at the bottom of the description as well, so you can see it in action. It is mind-blowing. Now, another one of my favorite reasons for using Amazon is if I ever get a return, I know that they're always going to honor a refund and I can always ship it back to them without any headaches. I never have to jump through hoops trying to get a supplier to take a return and risk losing money, because remember, this is just the initial testing phase. We're trying to find winning products with as little effort, as little money spent, and as little risk as possible. When using Amazon, it's important to also understand that you can't use Amazon Prime if you're drop shipping directly to customers. You need to use a normal Amazon account without Prime. Otherwise, Amazon's going to suspend your Prime privileges for ordering to too many addresses at once. Now, another issue that a lot of dropshippers face with both Amazon and Walmart as suppliers is using the tracking numbers, because about half the time, you'll get a UPS or a USPS or a FedEx tracking number on your Amazon or your Walmart order, which is easy to obviously then input into your TikTok shop order. But what if you get an Amazon TBA tracking number or a DoorDash tracking number instead if it's Amazon or if it's Walmart? Now you're stuck with an improper tracking number that you need to input somehow, and you're worried that TikTok's going to cancel your order, you won't get paid, and you're out the money for that order. But TrackTaco has been my go-to solution to solve just that for years. It's literally saved me thousands of times across dropshipping on places like Facebook Marketplace, Amazon Mercari, and now TikTok Shop as well. It's a lifesaver because it's going to generate a legit tracking number that it pulls from all of those systems, UPS, FedEx, etc., to that city and that state within a specific day that you designate. And I've done a complete video on how to use it if you need to know how. As always, all the videos and tutorials that I reference are linked at the bottom of the description. Finally, a common concern is that branded Amazon boxes or potential invoices might get seen by your customers. And trust me, this is a non-issue 99% of the time. Most customers don't care about the packaging. They simply care about receiving the product that they ordered on time. This concern is more of a psychological barrier for new dropshippers to get past rather than an actual problem that you'll face. And most people don't even remember where they ordered each thing from half the time anyway. So for example, like I order from like Walmart, Amazon, eBay, Target, and dozens of other retail stores all the time. And I'm not constantly remembering and checking the corresponding boxes when they show up to ensure that they all came from the supplier that I ordered them from. I'm simply making sure that I get what I ordered, as are most people. Furthermore, Amazon isn't just a retail supplier anymore. They have the best fulfillment network in the world by far. So there's tons of Walmart sellers, tons of eBay sellers, and tons of companies in general that use Amazon fulfillment services to store and ship their products directly to customers. So there's nothing specifically telling the customer that it wasn't a situation like that and that their product was specifically dropshipped. So moral of the story is don't focus on it too much. Most people don't care, and most people won't notice. Ultimately though, Amazon is the best site and the best supplier to test products when you're starting to dropship on TikTok Shop. The product quality, the millions of products, the access to review videos, the fast shipping times, and the ability to use their tracking numbers makes it a no-brainer, especially for beginners. Don't worry about competing on price either if your prices are a little bit higher than other people when you're starting out. It's not that big of a deal because you are not selling on somewhere like Amazon or eBay, for example, where they can search and see dozens or hundreds of competing offers. Instead, you are selling directly to customers who are in feed with your videos. You are not competing against cheaper products directly. But again, this is just to test products in the beginning and prove the concept. It works best for that. And then when you do start getting a bunch of sales, then it's time to find a better supplier for your product and start to automate it a little bit more. Don't try to crawl before you can walk. Don't try to walk before you can run. The video up in the right-hand corner right now will give you a little bit more insight on how you can find a different supplier for that specific product. But as always, this is just what works for me. Really hope it helps.